as well to a secure location. Again, the White House grounds were evacuated when all this was taking place this morning. From this perch up here, which you are familiar with from anchoring Inside Politics, you can still see smoke wafting up from the Pentagon and National Airport across the Potomac River, usually one of the nation's busiest, of course, now completely shut down as part of the security precautions being taken here. We are told there is a priority on trying to get the president back to the White House, but priority number one is the president's security.
Plane's gone, sir. 2 more have been spotted over the Atlantic. One's moving toward New York, the other's headed this direction.
Connie.
Yes, sir.
We'll initiate the emergency broadcast system. We'll advise people not to panic.
Headed towards Los Angeles. The other 2 are on our eastern seaboard, headed towards New York and Washington, D.C.
All right, so thank you. Again, this all began our local time, 7:45 a.m., and we're going to show you some of the details. American Airlines Flight 11, a Boeing 767 en route from Boston to Los Angeles. The plane was carrying 81 passengers. This was one of the ones involved, obviously, 9 flight attendants and 2 pilots. According to American Airlines, the location of the place this plane crashed, the hijacked plane, has not been determined. However, this particular plane has been reportedly the first one into the tower at the World Trade Center. That has not been determined or released officially by American Airlines. Now,
Headed towards Los Angeles. The other 2 are on our eastern seaboard, headed towards New York and Washington, D.C.
Marty.
American Airlines Flight 77, a Boeing 757 en route from Dulles Airport near Washington, D.C. to Los Angeles. This plane was carrying 58 passengers, 4 flight attendants, and 2 pilots. Again, the location of the crash has not been determined. This is believed to have been reportedly the plane that went into the other tower. Again, both American Airlines planes reportedly
Headed towards Los Angeles. The other 2 are on our eastern seaboard, headed towards New York and Washington, D.C.
Marty.
the ones that went into the World Trade Center towers. United Airlines Flight 93, a Boeing 757, crashed southeast of Pittsburgh while en route from Newark, New Jersey to San Francisco. Again, headed to California. 3 planes headed to California. That plane was carrying 38 passengers, 2 pilots, and 5 flight attendants. Again, it crashed southeast of Pittsburgh, and the suspicion here is this one was headed toward Camp David, but didn't make it for some reason. A lot of speculation about why it didn't make it. Did the pilot take heroic measures to save lives? Did something else happen? But this plane did not reach what intelligence believes to be its intended target, reportedly Camp David.
Headed towards Los Angeles. The other 2 are on our eastern seaboard, headed towards New York and Washington, D.C.
Marty.
And finally, United Airlines Flight 175, a Boeing 767. That flight was bound from Boston to Los Angeles. It was carrying 56 passengers, 2 pilots, and 7 flight attendants. The airline would not say where that one crashed, but that is believed to have been the plane that went to the Pentagon. So those are the 4 planes involved there.
Headed towards Los Angeles. The other 2 are on our eastern seaboard, headed towards New York and Washington, D.C.
Marty.
Washington, where White House correspondent Bill Plant is standing by. Bill, what are you hearing on your end?
Brian, we're hearing that the president will have a statement to make shortly. He is in Florida this morning. He was supposed to do an educational event with children to push his education bill. We understand that that event has been canceled. There was a senior staff meeting here this morning. Nobody seems quite to know exactly what's going on. The National Security Council said earlier that it had heard nothing unusual. This was after, but it does not appear, and I hesitate to make this for certain, but it does not appear that they had any advance warning that anything was going to happen today. But at the moment, they seem just as mystified as we are. And as I said before, we do expect this a statement from the president, who is down in Florida, sometime within the next few minutes.
All right, Bill, let me go back to Teresa Renault. Ms. Renault, I'm sorry I'd cut you off earlier, and I may again, by the way, if the president is ready to speak, but give us what you see from your vantage point again, if you would.
American Airlines Flight 11, shown here in the first pictures. This is the first aircraft. Flight 11 slamming into the North Tower of the World Trade Center. Emergency crews mobilized quickly. News crews did as well. Once again, these are the very first pictures that have come in showing the first plane, Flight 11, plowing into the World Trade Center. And then it was just about 18 minutes after that attack, another plane appears and also...
The panic we saw in Russia.
More than likely.
Mr. President, we can discuss this on the way.
I'm not leaving.
We have to maintain a working government.
I want you to get the vice president, the whole cabinet, and the joint chiefs and take them to a secured location. I'm staying. I don't want to add to a public hysteria that's going to cost lives.
Also flies directly into the second of the Twin Towers. That aircraft later identified as a Boeing 757 belonging to United Airlines. It had been hijacked while it was en route from Boston to Los Angeles. Now, the two planes had at least 148 people on board. Thousands of people were believed to be in the Twin Towers at the very moment of the attacks, as you see here. Now, the back-to-back
Matter of fact, it did.
Liar.
Vice President Dick Cheney and First Lady Laura Bush are in undisclosed secure locations tonight. Mrs. Bush is...
Stick to the truth, that's what you're good at.
All right, I'll tell you the truth. I don't want you in any one of those cities.
I'll leave as soon as the interviews are done.
All right. There's a helicopter waiting. They're going to take you to Nellis.
And the Munchkin?
She's going to meet you there.
All right. I love you.
I love you.
Bye.
Communication attempts in 30 languages
Bye.
on all common frequencies have failed. A brain trust of intellect.
How will this unbelievable day be recalled? How large will it loom? You know about him, and if that surprises you at all in any way.
Some